Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas. What a spectacular night for college football, and man, are they ready to call the Hogs as the Arkansas Razorbacks will run through the A and get things started on this season. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have banded together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the first crack at it here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with just like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Now on the option. The pitch. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
And the Razorbacks will move the sticks.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. A nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The lone back's got it. Can't get him to the ground. Ran through the contact. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wide receiver going in motion. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Groupers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll toss it. Oh, better look out! And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Groupers will try to getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Finds a little space. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Green. Makes the grab on the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Razorbacks are marching down the field.
You don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. They'll line up for a second down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the ground with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. That's caught. It's Parrish. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. Guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The RPO, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make gets the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Close to the marker, it's Washington. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Gets the back moving. On the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. The play action fake. Under fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks. And you've got to know where you are on the field. On 3rd down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now out of field goal range, back behind the 40-yard line. Bad decision by that QB.
They punted away on 4th down. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Shoots his way for more. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. Goes to the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The groupers send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. This offense has it with really good field position. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Green. Looking for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why that receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. And he watches in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Crosses the 30. At the 45 on his way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Groupers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this up.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back. It's Green. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This is a designed run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. The groupers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Now improvising. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the groupers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks a little bit.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
He lost one down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Flips it out on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. The groupers in the hurry-up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Green. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Chandler. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Blasted as he lets it go. And the missed connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration. Didn't look it all the way in. send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with the tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They are undaunted by going 0 for their first 3 fourth down attempts, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have some